Hi, a very good morning to all of you present today. Welcome to our Audit and Assurance orientation session. So, in this session, we would be covering syllabus of audit, paper pattern, how to approach the examination, and I'm going to be discussing what resources you could be using for your preparation and a lot more in this session today. And if you're looking to write your audit examination, then a lot of information is there for you in this session. Before we begin, I would want to understand from all of you. I hope you've all written your financial reporting paper. Could you just type in the chat box yes, no? Have you attempted your FR paper? Yes, yes. Okay, okay, great. So attempting your FR paper is very much mandatory before you start with audit because a lot of your FR base is carried forward from audit. If you haven't done your FR, then you're definitely going to find your audit very, very difficult. But yes, most of you have attempted your FR paper, so that's pretty good. Now let's begin. So this session is going to be taken by me. I'm Megha Mansali. I'm a qualified chartered accountant and I'm an ACCA. I have 5+ years of teaching experience of just ACCA, and I've also taught CA before that. And if I have to talk about my audit experience, so I was in KPMG for about 4 years, and that's where my auditing experience comes from. So I have dealt with a lot of organizations when I was in KPMG, so I know audit very, very practically, and that's what I bring to the class. So I'm not going to theoretically teach you audit. I'm going to practically make you do audit of an organization, wherein we're going to do all test of controls, we're going to do all substantive testing, we're going to do every possible audit procedures practically and to understand audit better. So that's very important for your audit paper. So what you will learn in auditing, what do you guys know about audit? What is an audit? What is your expectation from this particular subject? Okay, okay. See, audit is nothing but verification of books of accounts. So normally what happens, an organization prepares their financial statements wherein they say how much are their assets, how much are their liabilities. And as an auditor, you need to check if this figure is correct or no, if this figure is correct, if the financial statements are giving a true and a fair view. That's the entire purpose of doing audit. And how do we verify if these numbers are correct is what we learn in audit. So that's what all audit is all about. So if you see, audit is actually a very, very practical paper, but it's just that you need to write down everything. You need to write how you will check the asset, you need to write how you will check the liability. So that makes audit a little theoretical, but it's actually a very, very practical paper. So if you learn how to do audit of your entire financial statements, the subject becomes very, very simple. And that's where I come into picture. So I make you do audit of a financial statements. We will practically do an audit in the class, so that will make the subject very easy for you. And once you understand, and you understand the logic reasoning behind everything, then writing the answer becomes very easy. You don't have to mug it up. So that's what I bring to you on the table. Now if we move on to the paper pattern, so the paper is typically divided into two sections, section A and section B. Our section A has three case study based questions. Now these three questions are your OT type. Okay, they are objective type questions, wherein these three questions are further divided into 5 questions of 2 marks each. Okay, they further divided into 5 questions into 2 marks each. Now these objective types of questions could be anything. Okay, it could be an MCQ, it could be fill in the blanks, it could be true or false, it could be tick what is right, what is wrong. So it's an objective type of question, it is not just MCQ. So you have various different questions, which, as and when you practice, you will understand. Now, what is this case study based? Basically, there would be a scenario given to you in the question, and based on the scenario, you need to attempt these objective type of question. Frankly, this is a very, very scoring part of audit, because if you see, this 30 marks has no negative marking. So even if you don't know anything, please at least choose one option or write some true, some false, so that there is some chance of getting marks in the exam. Then moving to your section B, you get two questions of 20 marks each and one question of 30 marks. Now again, these questions are already like a standard is there. You will get one questions from control. You will get one questions from your risk assessment. You will get one questions on procedure. So this is the standard examination pattern. Definitely, it could vary, but most of the times these are the topics on which you will get question. If you practice this really, really well, I can assure you, out of 70, you will be confident to score 50 at least in your exam. All you have to do is practice really well. Again, that's where I come into picture. So I will make you practice all of these questions in class. I will also regularly evaluate your answers. I will take mock test, so that we are very, very perfect, and we are able to answer this part of the question really well and target to get 50. That's where your passing marks come from. This is an add on. So ideally, I've heard audit is a very difficult paper, but no guys, if you practice, you can target a good 70 to 80 marks in your paper. It's all about strategy. You need to strategize your paper really well, and that's what I will teach you in class. Now, fine. You will say, ma'am, all that is okay. That is what you are telling us. But that could be from you, because you have done ACCA, you have been teaching, you have done audit. That's why you feel audit is very easy, audit is a cakewalk. But ma'am, see the figures. Audit has the lowest percentage in our skill level. Why is it so? And why, students feel that, and where I can come into picture, or what is your problem area? Can we discuss that a little? Can you guys tell me, why do you find audit very difficult? Because from all the analysis I have done, audit is very easy. But again, it's easier from my angle, from my shoes. So I want to understand from you guys, why do you guys find audit very difficult? Why is audit having a very low pass percentage? Too much theory? Okay. Guys, I told you audit is not theoretical paper. You have to understand it. If you understand, it becomes very easy. Yes, audit involves too much writing, too much practicing. You have to practice to get, good marks in audit. That is there. That is unsaid about it. Okay. So yes, practicing is a problem. Audit is not theory. I disagree to that. Okay. The reason why audit has the lowest pass percentage is because of the wrong mindset you guys have. You guys have the mindset, it's a theory paper, it's too boring, I don't want to study. Don't have those negative feelings, guys. If you're going to, it will make your paper difficult. To make audit an easy paper, understand audit. Remember, it's not a theory paper, but yes, you have to practice. There is no escaping that. Practice makes us all perfect. So we have to practice. I know sometimes it gets too boring, so that's why you break it down. Don't sit and practice and write 5 questions in a day. It's really boring. I agree to that. Do one question every day. We have good 2 months, 2.5 months, and that's how you should be planning your preparation. So that will make your audit very, very easy. So we have to practice and we have to understand audit. That is the two key to beat this low pass percentage. Now, this is a syllabus. Don't get scared because it looks too much. Oh my god, so many chapters. There are 31 chapters to be studied and all of it. No, guys, it's actually simple. If you look at the syllabus now, actually these, right? These were all one chapter earlier procedures. They have just split it into different heads, but this is your procedure chapter, which is again very important. If I have to categorize, this would be a category A. Your audit planning risk assessment is again your category A. So, chapter 7, chapter 8, and chapter 22 to chapter 27 put together will come for 130-mark question and 120 mark. 50 marks of your paper is going to come from these chapters, which is normally the trend. Okay, most of the time this is where your topics come from, so we have to do these chapters really well. Again, in my class we practically run through an audit, we practically do audit of non-current assets, inventory, share capital, so you'll understand the procedures automatically and you'll know what to write. So this is my main focus area from where I'm going to get 50 marks of my paper. Then, other than that, if I have to talk about my second most important topic, which is my control testing. So, communication on internal control, test of controls, system of internal controls, internal audit. All these four chapters put together is control testing. Again, this would be an A category for me. So, these are all my important chapters. Now, all other chapters which are linked to these topics are my chapter 10, 11, chapter 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All these are linked to my procedures, to my risk assessment, to my controls, but these are of category B. Because when you're going to be studying this, all of this is somewhere going to be covered. You will cover what is audit sampling, you will cover what is analytical procedure, you will learn what is audit evidence. So it's more like an outcome of my procedures. So when you learn procedures, you will automatically know what all these topics are talking about. These are all very small topics. These are my category B of topics. Then if I look at all these are my theory topics which do not come for so much weightage. I would put this into C category. These are all my theory topics. Okay, understanding what is audit, external audit, corporate governance, how auditors are appointed, audit documentation. All these are not very important from examination point of view. These three again are important. I would put it into B category. Finalization. Audit report is definitely very important, but the weightage is very less. You'll hardly get like a 15 marks OT or a 5-mark question in section B. So weightage wise, it's not very high. That's why I'm putting into your B category. But if you look at practically, you need to know what is an audit report. It is very important. Now we left with this one chapter, which is automated audit tools and techniques. Honestly, this is practically the most important chapter, and this has been highlighted in my syllabus change. Because see, guys, nowadays everything is technology driven, everything is computer based. So all my audit procedures are also changing. Okay, I no longer have a lot of manual procedures. I can use a lot of softwares, I can use a lot of techniques to perform audit, and that is what now is being tested in the examination also. So how do you audit using softwares, using tools? So that's what has been covered in this chapter, practically very important, and also from examination point of view, because it's added recently, it's a new syllabus change. So this is very important. So this is how you can break down your syllabus into various categories and look for preparing it for your examination. Now, if you look at the structure of this syllabus, it's a little haywire. It's not in an order. Okay, you don't know which chapter to do first, which chapter to do second. Don't worry. That's where I have a plan for you, so you can follow that plan. Now, important, and again they have added some more factors into ethics. So ethics becomes an important topic. Then automated tools and techniques, like I just discussed, so this is also important. This is about your syllabus. Now, this is something most of the students miss out. There are list of important documents which are available at ACCA's website. These are documents given by ACCA which are free resources which you should be using to get great results in your examination. So I'll show you where these resources are available and how you can use it. Just go to accaglobal.com. Go to student, go to study support resources, then click on audit. So these are all your free resources by ACCA. All of these are very, very important, guys. You need to go through this. So syllabus we have already discussed. We have discussed the syllabus change also. Then you have examinable documents. So this gives you a list of all the standards which are applicable. Now again, you don't have to remember the standard number or mug the standard up. It's not so relevant. So number wise, it's okay, but you can just know what all are applicable for your examination. So quote for AA and AAA. So you'll see most of the things that you're learning here in AA are going to be covered in AAA also. So all these are my standards that we are going to be studying. Then moving on, what is important is past papers. Definitely you have to do a lot of past papers, but we'll come to that when we finish our syllabus. Technical articles are basically articles issued by a lot of writers on various topics. Now when you see this, most of this is already covered in your syllabus. However, there are few additional technical articles will be there, like if there is new trending topic, there is a new auditing standard, all of that would be added here. So for this, I'll be giving you a guidance on what are important, what you should be going through, and those you can cover. For example, audit of wages, it's not a part of your syllabus. So if you have to audit wages, what do? You could read this. Then all this computer based auditing, these are important because we will learn how to audit using automated tools. So these are some important technical articles. Then this examiner's report. So examiner's report gives you an idea, or it's a perspective of the examiner, that this was the question, this was the expectation, but this is what students have done right and this is what students have done wrong. So this helps you understand how to frame your answers, what to do in your examination, how much to write, what to not write. This also I will be discussing in class. So once we finish our entire syllabus, we will be doing an examiner's report analysis at the end, wherein we will be discussing major mistakes you should not be making in the exam and what you should incorporate in your answers. So all of this we will be discussing in class. Then, other than this, what is important is exam guidance. Now, this is something you should be reading very, very thoroughly and independently. I know all of this, but it is very important for you to know it because, as it's said, once you experience things, only you get better with it. These are very good resources. So it is talking about how to analyze the question, how do you understand what is given in the scenario, how do you structure an answer, how do you answer your risk question, how do you answer your internal audit question, how does a CB platform look like, what is the expectation of the marker. All of this is very, very important for you to get effective answer writing skills. We all know the topic, we all know the question, but sometimes students struggle to frame the answer, and this is where these resources are going to help you to know how to frame your answer, to know, to understand what the question is saying, to understand how much to write and what to write. So these are all very good resources of ACCA. Please go through them. I will also be giving you all these tips as and when we are solving questions in class, but it's better you also read it, so you will have a good understanding of double A. So this is my request to all of you, that please make the most out of these resources available on the ACCA website. So these are all my important documents which I feel you should be making the most out of. Now moving on to how our classes are planned and how our classes look like. So I have broken this down into every week. So first, we I want to keep it very very light, wherein we are just doing some basic theory chapters. We will just do ethics. Ethics is an important topic, and but it comes for less weightage. It comes for about 5 to, again, it could be one OT question, 15 marks, or five written question, 5 marks written question. So ethics we will cover there. So if you see, I have specifically mentioned what questions also you need to be solving. So you have to start solving your questions simultaneously. Then this, if you see, I have planned almost a month on the topics, on these topics, which is your audit planning, identification, and procedures. And it covers all of these, your part B also related to procedures, audit materiality, raw regulation, evidence, and all this. So, all of these we will cover in 1 month, which counts for good minimum 50 marks in the paper. All these topics come for 50 marks. So, we're going to be learning all of this, wherein here we will be doing a practical audit also to understand how audit works, and then we will be attempting all these questions, so we have enough time for practicing also. One solid month we will be focusing on 50 marks of our paper. You have to perfect this. The more you practice, the better you're going to get, and you will be so confident that you'll be like, I can write this question with however complexity or how many other issues that come into place. That's how confident I want you to be. Then this week I'm going to give you a little bit of breather. These are two small topics that we have to kind of cover. Then we're going to have control testing questions, which is based on our internal audit topic. Then we will move on to audit finalization, and we have 1 week again to practice questions on this topic. Then if you're left with OT questions, then please finish those OT questions. We are not focusing on OT questions until now. Reason being, OT questions are sometimes mixed. It can come from procedures, it can come from finalization. There could be a mix of OT questions. So we'll spend last 1 week doing OT questions. So you can also start revising at this point in time, and you can complete your OT questions. So this is how a class plan looks like, and this is what you can also follow, so that you can be in pace and you can finish your syllabus comfortably by 23rd of Feb. Then this is our plan for mock test. If you see, I'm giving you 5 mock tests. Okay. Now, how these tests are broken. So the first 3 tests, if you see, are going to be smaller tests. So here I'm only going to be testing control testing and ethics questions. Here I'm going to be testing your risk, procedure, and reporting questions. These are going to be like your section B questions, both of these. Then I'm going to give you one separate test just on OT based questions. So again, this could come from any of the topics from anywhere, just like your examination scenario. Then I'm going to give you a full 100 marker test on 26th of Feb. And guys, all these 4 tests I'm going to specially curate for you guys based on examination style. Plus, I'm going to be personally evaluating all these tests for you, giving you a detailed feedback. What to write, what not to write, what went wrong, how you can improvise. All of that I give you in the all of that I give you in my feedback. And guys, see, we are going to start from 20th of Feb. So you have good 10-15 days for practicing. These are tests, but beyond this, you have to do your past papers and all that, which also will help you in getting better. So you're going to get this feedback by 21st. So you can try and apply those changes in this paper. Then again, you have little time to apply the changes. And again, I keep all the tests at the end because sometimes students do not maintain pace with the class. So if I take a test here, some students might write, some might not write. Then they'll be like, no ma'am, please take this test here. So it gets difficult to do that. That's why now I put the schedule well in advance, and it is to be taken at the end, so that you can finish your studying, you can be very confident, and you get very serious before the examination. So all of these would be personally evaluated by me, and these are minimum, because beyond this also, whatever questions we are going to practice in class, I will be personally evaluating those too. And other than that, you can write your pre-March mock, which is issued by ACCA by 28th of Feb, and submit it to me. This also I will do a detailed evaluation and give you the answer script. So 5 tests we are going to have, which is going to really help you to prepare for your ACCA examination. Now, what you can expect from our classes? We will connect once a week. Okay, there will be one live class weekly, wherein we are going to be discussing these topics, concepts. We are going to be discussing questions, your doubts. For basic concept understanding, I'm going to be giving you recordings for each topics. So chapter 1 to 5, I have recordings which I will share. You have to finish between 16 to 20 seconds, and then we will connect post that, and we will discuss these topics and questions. So that's how the class has been planned. So it's a hybrid class. It's online, plus some part will be recorded. All classes are going to be taken by me. I'm ACCA qualified. I have enough audit experience, and I have so much teaching experience. I've taught multiple students for audit. So I have enough experience that way, and I can really help you to understand what is right and what is wrong. I'm going to be giving you notes which are very conceptual. So it is for concept clarity, for revision. You could use these notes. They're very comprehensive notes, because I've tried to concise everything as much as possible. But again, I'm not missed out on anything. So that's why I'm calling them a very comprehensive notes. You're having doubt sessions. So even after this one class, you feel that there is some where you're getting stuck. I am going to be taking those extra classes also if required and guiding you. So it's not just that one class a week. Wherever you're getting stuck, I am always there to assist you. There are 5 mock tests, all of that we have discussed. Now all of these assistance is going to be available with you for 6 months. So basically, just not the live class, but you will have the recorded sessions. If you plan not to write in March, but to take your examination up in June, then I am there to support you even for that next batch with no extra fees, guys. So you will have your recorded sessions. You can join the doubt sessions. You have the mock test for June's. You can attend all of those with no extra fees. I'm going to be personally there guiding you throughout your journey. So you can also, I'm going to be 24/7 available on WhatsApp. You can reach out to me for any kind of doubts, wherever you're getting stuck, so that we could make a great exam success. Now, when I talk about the pricing part, so these hybrid classes are for 12,500, but guys, we are currently offering a 20% discount on this. So this is going to be at 10,000 rupees only, wherein you're going to get recorded sessions, you're going to get doubt sessions, you're going to get 5 mock tests, you're going to get notes, all of this for 6 months, recorded sessions, and weekly ones live class. And if you feel that no, I do not want the doubt sessions and I don't want the weekly live class, so you can take just the recordings, the notes, the mock test, my assistance, everything. Again, this is at discounted price of 8,000. And if you're someone who is resetting for audit, you haven't attempted audit earlier and you're attempting it, you've attempted audit earlier and you do want classes, you feel I'm okay conceptually, but there is something that is going wrong. That's why I'm not able to clear my paper. So you can take a mentoring session. There's a very personalized mentoring. It's going to be a one-on-one session wherein all of this is going to be covered, but it's a one-on-one session. So you can attend our mock test, you will have doubt sessions, you will have access to the notes, and you will have my support and personalized guidance. So this is all that we have to offer, and these are our pricing. Currently we are having a 20% discount on these pricing. And that's about audit, how to prepare the exam structure, the plan, and all of that being covered. We are now open to taking any questions, any kind of clarifications that you guys want for audit. Okay. Yes, we will be practicing a lot of questions in those live classes, so you do not have to worry. Live classes will have question practice, will have doubt sessions, and if you require any kind of assistance, that is going to be there. Yes, we will be discussing the examiner's report in the class. We will also try and cover the technical articles in our live sessions. Okay, in case you guys want to reach out to me, then this is my number. So you can reach out to me at this number. You can either call me or you can WhatsApp me, and I will be available to take up your queries. And there's also my website. You can also reach out and get my further details on website. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in our audit orientation. I hope you've got a great idea on how to prepare for your examination, how to go about it, what to expect, what not to expect. Uh, we have a lot in store for you when you join our classes. Waiting to see all of you with me in the class, and we can get great results in our audit examination. Wishing you all the very best, and see you all soon in the class. Thank you so much.